Hi everyone, this is Indra. Welcome back to my channel. Today in this video I am going to solve a problem related with the complex number. Basically it is related with the polar representation of a complex number. Please watch this video till the end so that you will get the solution of this particular question as well as the basic ideas of the polar representation of a complex number. And if you don't subscribe my channel yet, please subscribe it and press the bell icon for instant notification of the uploaded videos. Without wasting any further time, let's get started. Here today's question is, find the real value of the ith root of I means here imaginary unit. I is just square root of negative 1. It is iota here. The ith root of I. We are going to evaluate the real value solution of this expression. Before moving to the solution of this particular question, let's have a quick recap on the polar representation of a complex number. Let's say our complex number z, which is expressed in the form of I plus x plus iy. It can be written as x comma y. This representation x comma y can be it is written as, it is called as the Cartesian coordinate. Cartesian coordinate. And this format is called as the rectangular representation. Rectangular representation. This x plus iy is the rectangular representation of the complex number z, and the polar representation of z, polar representation, polar form of the complex number z. That complex number, it can be written as the mode of the complex number or absolute value of the complex number times e raised to the power I theta. Here the I means the imaginary unit, and the theta is the argument here. Here the theta is the argument, and the mode of z, it is the magnitude of the z. It is the magnitude of the complex number, or it is also called as the modulus of the complex number. It is just the magnitude or absolute value of the complex number, and the theta is an argument of that complex number. Theta is an argument. So the polar form of the complex number can be written as the modulus of that complex number times e raised to the power of I times argument. Argument is an angle made by the radial vector with the positive x-axis. We will discuss about the argument later. Please remember this very important point. The polar representation of a complex number. It can be written in terms of the Euler number, mode of z times e raised to the power of I theta. And here let's move to our question. Here in our question, a complex number, let's say this complex number is a z. It is here the ith root of the complex number I, and this can be further simplified as I raised to the power of 1 over I. We just simplify, and this can be further simplified as I raised to the power of this 1 can be written as negative times negative 1. It is divided by here I. Here in place of 1 we just write negative times negative 1, and the I raised to the power of negative 1 is just here negative 1 is just I square. Please remember very important point, negative 1 is just I square. So in place of negative 1 we can write I square. It is divided by another I. So by simplifying, it is I raised to the power of negative I. It is just I will be cancelled it out, and the negative I in the power, and this can be further simplified. The negative power can be dropped at the denominator. We can write I raised to the power of I. So the complex number z can be simplified as this can be simplified as I raised to the power of I. And let's calculate the polar representation of the complex number I. The number I, the imaginary unit I can be written as 0 plus I. Here the this is the real part. Real part is here 0. This is the real part, and the imaginary part is here imaginary part. And let's evaluate the polar representation of this I. And for polar representation, we need the two things. One is mode of the complex number, and the another one is the argument. And this can be written as this 0 plus I. It can be written as 0 comma 1. So we can plot this 0 comma 1 on the Argand plane. Let's make the Argand plane. The Argand plane, real this horizontal axis is for the real axis, real part, and the image this vertical axis is for the imaginary part. And here the 0 comma 1 means no movement on the horizontal axis, real axis, only movement in the vertical axis by 1 unit. This means 1 unit, 1 unit up from the origin. This is the origin. This point just 0 comma 1. This point on the this is Argand plane. Argand plane. Here we just represent this point 0 comma 1 on the Argand plane. This is the point, and let's join this point to the origin. Here this line is the origin O, and the angle made by this radial vector with the positive direction of the x-axis, with positive x-axis in counterclockwise direction, this angle is just the argument of the complex number. This is just argument of their complex number I. This is the argument of I, and this here we can easily observe that this angle is just pi over 2, just 90 degree, pi over 2. And let's write this I in the let's again calculate the mode of this I. Mode of I This is the mode of I is just the magnitude. It is the magnitude means it is the distance from the origin. At this point the distance from the origin is just 1 unit. So the mode of I is just 1 unit. So the polar representation of the complex number I is just the mode of the complex number I times e raised to the power of I theta. Theta means this is argument theta. So let's plug in the value. Here the mode of I is just 1 times e raised to the power of I, and the theta is here calculated as a pi over 2. So this the polar representation of I is just e raised to the power of I pi over 2. This is the polar representation of the complex number, this I. Our target is to evaluate this value. So let's move to our target. Here this can be written as, so the complex number 1 over I raised to the power of I. This expression can be written as 1 over this I inside the parenthesis can be written as e raised to the power of I pi over 2, and it is again raised to the power of I. Here you just substitute the value of the polar representation of I from these expressions on this equation, and let's simplify this. This can be written as further simplified I over, here we can multiply the powers by the power to power law of the indices. So e raised to the power of this I times I gives I square. I square means negative 1, so negative pi over 2. Here please remember the very important point, I square is negative 1. Here the I times I gives negative 1, so negative pi over 2. And this can be further written as let's making the power as a positive number, e raised to the power, so we can move on the numerator pi over 2. The whole answer is, so the finally obtain the ith power of the I imaginary unit is here calculated as a e raised to the power pi over 2. Here we finally obtain the solution, which is the real number, this is the real number. Here we finally obtain the result of this uh, ith root of I is a real value, is a real number. This is the final solution of this question. Here we used in this program, we learned about the concept of the polar representation of any complex number, as well as some basic ideas of the exponents. In our next video, we will discuss more about the complex number. Please keep loving, keep watching this channel. This much for today. Thank you.